In January 2018, the Labour MP for Mitcham and Morden, Siobhain McDonagh, appeared on the BBC's Sunday Politics programme.
Finally.
What I would like, Joe, is I would like the government to require that every council, every NHS trust, every public body is required to say that the first use of the sites they have is for housing.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much.
In March of 2018, Siobhain McDonagh MP appeared again on the Sunday Politics programme.
But in order to get councils and the health service and the prison service to do that, you have to make it their priority and say that if they don't do it, there will be financial consequences, because without that, it's never going to happen. We can have as many glossy reports as you like, but there is a role here for government to force public bodies to use their land in the first place for housing.
And we have
Just a suggestion here, but how about the first use of our NHS's land being for treating the sick? 1 year later, in March of 2019, the Epsom Comet had front page news. "20% of the land and buildings of Epsom Hospital were sold to Legal and General for luxury retirement homes." But this problem is not isolated to Epsom Hospital. The Epsom and St Helier Trust have also drawn up plans to sell land at St Helier Hospital for, quotes, high density housing.
At the last meeting, I asked about your plans to sell the land, the renal land at the back of the hospital, and you categorically denied that you had any plans to do that. And I knew that I had it in writing that that was your plan. I've since found it, and you denied planning to sell the land for the renal unit. In your refresh document, and I quote, you say, "When the renal facility has been re-provided, we would like to demolish those buildings. This will enable us to sell surplus land for high density housing. This land, which you say you're not planning to sell, this land sale could be scheduled for 2019-2020. Could you retract your assertion to me last time we met that you definitely had no plans to sell that land?
We have no intention of selling anything for housing.
So Sandra, I think you're referring to again the consultant's report. I haven't actually seen that paper, so I assume it's that. But I think it's very clear that the Trust Board has a estate strategy, 2016 to 2021, and one of the views that we've looked at is moving desperately needed inpatient, renal inpatient wards from the poor conditions they are and put them closer to the new facilities. We're then suggesting as an option that we could demolish those buildings and we could relocate some of our car parking and look at the car parking area as a future potential land disposal.
Siobhain McDonagh MP has called for the first use of NHS land to be for housing. Of course, housing is vital, but so is our NHS. The sale of 20% of Epsom Hospital's land and buildings will affect Ms McDonagh's constituents. The sale of St Helier Hospital's land and buildings will affect Ms McDonagh's constituents. Once NHS land is gone, it's gone for good. And it would appear that demanding that NHS land be sold for housing is not even official Labour Party policy. Labour's Shadow Health Secretary, Jonathan Ashworth, made it very clear in this post on the Labour website. So, this begs the question to the Labour MP for Mitcham and Morden, Siobhain McDonagh. Which side are you on? A new hospital is not on offer in this plan. Instead, this plan offers the loss of one or both of our existing acute hospitals. We need more hospitals, not fewer. If, like us, you think we need to retain the 2 general acute hospitals we already have, you might like to sign our petition at koshh.org/petition. Let's keep our local acute hospital services. Your life may literally depend upon it. Thanks for watching, and please share this video to let more people know about it.